We are talking to Attorney Jack Golan, and he is actually giving a general information with regards to all the questions we received about the B1, B2 visa. Now, Attorney Golan, apparently, these two men who are employees of an international company based in the United States are applying for a B1, B2 visa. Now, they're first-time travelers to the United States, and they intend to visit the U.S. for some contracts and negotiations in December. Now, they had applied for an interview, and they were given an interview in November. Is it common to set interviews just a month before? And what happens if it's denied, so they don't have much time? Can they reapply?
You can always reapply, and when you say they were given an interview, you mean an interview by the American consul?
Yes.
Okay. Look, the American consul is swamped with work, and he believes that he doesn't need to spend time with those people 3 or 4 months ahead of time. So if you schedule the interview for 1 month ahead of their travel time, this is not good enough.
I see. And you said that they can reapply just in case it's rejected. We don't know.
It depends on the reasons for the denial.
What could be, well, when you said that they have to prove all this, when they are in for the interview, do they submit a folder with all the documentation, or they only give the document when requested?
They should come to the interview with the documents in their hand.
So with the title of their properties and their bank accounts, all those things.
Again, I'm not very familiar with this kind of procedures at all embassies overseas. Every embassy sets its own procedures, so it depends what the American embassy in Manila expects to get with an application.
When you mentioned about the port of entry, Attorney Golan, so if they were asked about if they can support their stay, their tours, etc., in the U.S., are they supposed to tell them the exact amount of cash they have? But what usually people now don't travel with too much cash. They use credit cards, and will they be presenting their bank books too?
Look, you cannot come to the United States and say you want to be a tourist for 3 weeks and claim that you have $10 in your pocket. Okay, you have to explain it. If you are asked, you better explain. Okay.
Now, in the interview, another question is, you know how people get so nervous when they're being interviewed, especially when come face to face with the consul and this is their first time. Are these special factors that consuls consider, like when you're nervous, not looking into the eyes of the interviewer and nervously answering? Is that something against them?
Look, the American consuls are experienced people. Okay, and when you go for an interview, this is possibly your first interview, first in your life, maybe, but not for the consul. For the consul, you are interview number 3,576.
Right.
Okay, so the consul by that time already knows to distinguish between natural nervousness,
I see,
and suspicious nervousness. Okay, so the consul is not surprised by seeing somebody nervous.
Right.
Depends again. It depends on the experience of the consul and also on the attitude of the consul.
Right.
And also, more than anything else, maybe the general atmosphere. Okay, the general spirit that is hovering at that time